Good afternoon, students. Welcome to the online class of Biology for Engineers. In last session, we have started with Unit 2, Biodiversity. We have seen the topics photosynthesis and nitrogen fixation. Today, we are going to start another topic in Unit 2, Biodiversity, that is animal system. Elementary study of circulatory system and their functions. In the animal system, we have study of digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system and excretory systems. So in that systems, today we are studying about the circulatory system and their functions. Elementary study of circulatory system and their functions in animal system. Elementary study here, it means the fundamental study of circulatory system or the basic study of circulatory system, or we can also call it as simple or introductory study of circulatory system and their functions we are going to study. So in the circulatory system, we are studying about human circulatory system. Human circulatory system will consist of mainly the heart. Heart will, the help of blood vessels, will help in pumping the blood. So blood vessels are arteries, veins and capillaries which pump the blood through the body parts. So arteries are the blood vessels, network of pathways through which the blood will flow throughout the body. Arteries, veins and capillaries. So human circulatory system. In the human circulatory system, here we will be studying mainly of the heart, major part, heart a major part of the human circulatory system. Everyone should practice the diagrams of what all we are discussing in the subject. So blood vessels here, arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries are the blood vessels that will transport the oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood from the heart to various parts of the body. From heart to various parts of the body, the arteries are the blood vessels that is transporting oxygenated blood. We have oxygenated blood in the arteries. Next, veins. Veins are the blood vessels that will carry the deoxygenated blood through the heart towards the heart from various parts of the body. So veins are blood vessels that is carrying the deoxygenated blood towards the heart from various parts of the body. Capillaries are the smallest blood vessels. Its primary role is to provide essential nutrients, minerals. All the minerals and nutrients will be provided by the help of the circulatory systems. And also the hormones. Hormones are the chemical substances which help in coordination between various parts of the body. Cells and organs will be coordinated with one another with the help of the hormones. So circulatory system is responsible for collecting the metabolic waste and toxins from the cells and tissues to be purified or expelled from the body. Circulatory system will also help in purification and excreting the toxins, the dangerous substances, the waste substances from the cells and tissues. Cell we have discussed, it is the basic structural unit of the living organisms. Cell, a group of cell will form tissues. Then tissues, group of tissues will form different organs. Group of organs will be combining to form a organ system. Organ system will be combined to form the complete living organisms. Important features of circulatory system. Circulatory system consists of blood. Blood that transport nutrients, waste and hormones through the help of the blood vessels. Heart will consist of two pumps. One to pump the deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Heart will pump the deoxygenated blood to the lungs. The other to pump the oxygenated blood to different organs and tissues. So human circulatory system consists of blood vessels. What are different blood vessels we have discussed? Arteries, veins and capillaries. Circulatory system, organs in the circulatory system we have here: heart, blood vessels and lymph. Heart, it is the major circulatory system. Organ, blood vessels and the lymph. Lymph here is also the liquid or the fluid, another body fluid or the liquid, we are calling it as a lymph. It is nothing but the tissue fluid. The tissue fluid is the lymph. The fluid, the liquid content present in the tissues. Tissue fluid we are calling it as lymph. It is colorless fluid consisting of the water, proteins and salts etc., which transports and circulates the digested food. So lymph is nothing but the tissue fluids. It will have salts, proteins and water, the colorless fluids which help in the transportation in the circulatory system is nothing but the lymph. So circulatory system is very essential. It is helping in collecting the metabolic waste and toxins from the cells and tissues and remove the waste from the body. Here you can see the structure of heart. Heart is the muscular organ. It is the organ located in the chest cavity between the lungs. Between the lungs, heart is located. It is having 4 chambers. You can see here 4 chambers. The upper chambers, atrium, right atrium, left atrium. 4 chambers. Upper 2 chambers we are calling it as atrium here, and lower 2 chambers called ventricles, right ventricle and left ventricle. So heart is having how many chambers? 4 chambers. Upper 2 chambers we are calling it as right atrium and left atrium. Lower two chambers we are calling it as right ventricle and left ventricle. Heart is the main pumping organ in the body here. It is surrounded by layers. Is surrounded by layers. The layer surrounding the membrane of the heart, we are calling it as pericardium. Atrium are thin walled. Ventricles, atrium and ventricles, the chambers of the heart. Blood is pumped from the atrium into the ventricles through the valves. Valves you can see here, bicuspid valve. Bicuspid valve is present here. This is helping in transporting the blood from the atrium, the upper chambers. From the upper chambers of the heart, blood is moving into the lower chambers of the heart from atrium to ventricle through the help of the valves. Which valves here? Bicuspid valve or bicuspid valve, we also call it as mitral valve. One more valve we have here, tricuspid valve. So two valves, tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve, will help in transporting the blood from atriums into the ventricles. Here you can see pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins are carrying the oxygenated blood from the lungs into the left atrium. You can see left atrium. Beside the left atrium you have pulmonary veins. It will carry the oxygenated blood from the lungs. The blood with oxygen from the lungs, we are calling it as oxygenated blood, will be opening into the left atrium, the pulmonary veins, left atrium and the left ventricles. The valve here, the bicuspid valve, will prevent the blood flow in the reverse direction. From the ventricles into the auricles, the reverse direction will be prevented by the presence of the bicuspid valve. Aorta, you can see the aorta here. Aorta is the largest artery in the body. It is the largest artery. Arteries are the blood vessels. Veins are also the blood vessels. We are talking about the arteries and veins. Aorta is the largest artery in the body, which is distributing blood from the left ventricles to different parts of the body. From left ventricle, it is distributing the blood to different parts of the body. So aorta here is the largest artery. So right atrium to right ventricle, we have here tricuspid valve. Left atrium to left ventricle, we have bicuspid valve, which is helping in flow of the blood from left atrium to left ventricle. So heart is the hollow cone shaped muscular organ. You can see here it is having the layers, membrane surrounding, we are calling it as pericardium membrane, and the upper two chambers of the heart, we are calling it as atriums, and the lower chambers we are calling it as ventricles. Right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. Everyone should practice the diagram of the heart here, the internal structure of the heart which is helping in the circulation. The circulatory system functions. The functions carried out by the circulatory system are it helps in transporting the oxygen. The important function, it is helping in transporting the oxygen throughout the body. It is helping in the sustaining of all the organ systems. The healthy maintenance of the organ system is done by the circulatory system. It protects every cells from pathogens. Pathogens are the disease-causing organisms. What are the different disease-causing organisms? Different infections caused by organisms. We are calling it as pathogens. Example, you can take the virus, bacteria, which will cause different diseases to the human beings like common cold, fever and all. You can also take the example as virus. The present coronavirus is also the example of pathogen which is causing the deadly disease, which is creating the panic among the whole world now. It also transports the blood, nutrition, the nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide, hormones. Hormones are nothing but the chemical substances which help in coordination between the cells and the tissues of the organ systems in the body of the different organisms, living organisms. It helps in the cell-to-cell interactions. The substance present in the blood will repair the blood tissues. The tissues which get damaged will be repaired by the help of the substances, different substances present in the blood. So, circulatory system is very important in transporting the oxygen throughout the body. Next we have excretory system. Excretory system, we have here the study of the excretory system and their functions. In the excretory system will help in excretion of the waste from the body. Which organs will help in excretory system? Kidneys. Kidneys will have the nephrons. Nephrons will help in excretion. So, excretory system. Different organs present in excretory system will be kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder, urethra, all these. Are the organs which are helping in the excretion. So, what is excretion? The removal of the waste. Removal of the waste from the human body. Removal of the waste created by the living organisms by a process called excretion. Which system is helping in removal of the waste from the body is here the excretory system. So the toxins are harmful to the body, that should be removed by the process of excretion, and the excretory system is helping in removing the waste or the toxins which is harmful to the human beings by the help of this excretory system organs, that is a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. So excretion is very important for the normal survival of the living organisms, especially the human beings, which will create the different toxins which will get accumulated if it is not removed from the body. So different organisms will excrete different toxins. Human beings will produce urea as the major excretory products that should be excreted, that should be removed from the body by the process of excretion through excretory system by the help of the different organs, that is kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. A pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters and urinary bladder and urethra is helping in excretion process, removing the metabolic waste or the toxins which is harmful to the body of the living organisms should be excreted by the process of excretion. So human excretory system diagram, everyone should practice the diagram of this human excretory system consisting of a pair of kidneys, you can see, ureters, urinary bladder, urethra, which is helping in excreting the metabolic waste and toxins from the body. Kidneys are bean shaped structures, you can see, bean shaped structures. Kidneys will have the nephrons. Nephrons is the structural unit of the kidneys which help in the removal of the waste. When in the structure of nephron you have Henle's loop, which is helping in excretion of the waste. Then ureters, thin muscular tubes, you can see here, comes out of each kidney. Ureters, muscular thin tubes coming out of each kidney, extending from the renal pelvis, you can see. It will carry the urine from the kidneys to the urinary bladder.